Today, we're going to make some mushroom pasta. Like I said many times, for me, toddler food needs to be easy, needs minimal ingredients, minimal washing, and you can always make a single serving. When I said mushroom pasta, I genuinely mean today all we need, any mushroom you have in your fridge, and some short pastas. So today we have some rigati, you can use any dried short pasta, 3 chestnut mushrooms, and if you really want to go the extra mile, a garlic clove. Let's make some pasta. So we pick a pretty one for presentation, cut off either side of the stem. For most recipes, I remove the stems, but for presentation, it's just so much prettier with the stems. So stove on, olive oil, and we add them. To give them a bit of color, evaporate the water content, concentrate their flavors, and while that's happening, we cut some mushrooms for the actual pasta. You want to make them as fine as possible, just so that they cling on to the pasta once they're cooked down. Check on the mushrooms and make sure they're not burning. That's beautiful golden brown. The splashing sound is the water from the mushrooms escaping, hitting the surface of the oil. Once the mushrooms have this beautiful golden brown color, and you can smell it as well in the room, we line a plate with a bit of kitchen towel and we take them out. The mushroom duxelle, or the diced mushroom, they go in. Now we're not browning them. What we're doing is with heat, we're evaporating the water content in the diced mushrooms, and there is a lot of water content, to concentrate their flavors, so that when we add the water to cook the pasta and the sauce, it will take on some of the wonderful concentrated flavors. Beautiful smell. If they're sticking to the bottom a bit, don't worry too much. Just make sure they are not too burnt, because once you add the water to the pan, you're going to deglass it and mop up all that beautiful flavors. Beautiful. Now, just to go the extra mile, you don't have to. We're going to add a tiny bit of garlic. Not the whole thing, of course. Garlic in. Now we mix. And you want to cook until the garlic is fragrant, meaning you can smell the garlic, but not the harshness of the garlic. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to add a dash of water to deglass the pan, to mop up all those beautiful flavors. And this will cool down the pan a tiny bit. Dry pasta, straight in. We mix to coat the pasta, the olive oil that's now infused by the garlic and the mushrooms. And we cover it with just water. If you have chicken stock, vegetable stock, mushroom dashi, go for it. And you want to cover about double the height of your pasta. Bring this back to a boil. Once this is boiling, you want to cook it for half of the time that's indicated on the package. So in this case, 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we play chef. Now, what we're doing is that we're rotating the dry pasta and rubbing them against each other for them to release their starch. And the starch will thicken the cooking liquid, giving us a sauce that clings onto the pasta. And on my left hand here, I have some boiling water. In case this dries up, top it up with just enough to cover the pasta. This way we don't dilute too much. So once you can feel, even from your spatula, there's very little hard resistance. You know the pasta is soft enough. So at this point, the best way to know whether it's cooked, it's that you taste. And once you've achieved the desired doneness, meaning not al dente, we just want to get to the right consistency. So we reduce until when you draw a line, the canal parts, and it takes a while for the liquid to flow back. So we're nowhere near. At this point, you really need to mother it and stir. Otherwise, they would stick together or both. Now, as you can see, that's what I meant. They part ways and it takes a while. Now we can plate. The key to toddler food, cold plate, hot food, 1 layer, cools down much faster. It would save you so much time. You don't want your kid to be able to see the food and not taste it. We'll put all this beautiful sauce. And from experience, that's only from experience, the best way to plate this in order to entice your kid is this. I don't know why, don't ask me why. You bring this, they will start with the mushrooms and mop up the pasta in no time. I suppose it indicates what's in the sauce. I don't know. I made that up. And there you have it, a toddler's mushroom pasta. I really hope you enjoy. That's a wrap.